What's up, guys? It's Stu with What the Fuck Gym Talk, and today I'm giving you a quick intro to how I view frequency-based pricing versus an older, more archaic model, the unlimited only, at least how I see it. When the microgym model really started taking off back in the 2000s, essentially every microgym just copied what the other one was doing. Whatever price points they offered, they copied, and it created this very incestual bad habit of everyone having price points that just reflected numbers that someone else did. It never actually reflected their own financial aspirations, their actual membership model. Was it more quantity-based or quality-based? And it didn't take into consideration market conditions or anything like that. So I'm hopeful that by showing you this video today, I'm going to take any of you guys who are running with what we'd call an unlimited only membership, meaning there's only one membership offered and unlimited only, and get you to hopefully change your mind to a frequency-based model. Now, I know that there are plenty of people out there that can cite that they use an unlimited only model or a frequency-based model, and it works great for them. Remember, there's always outliers, but for the average microgym owner, frequency-based pricing is the one that I push most people to, and as I'll show you today, I'm going to show you how to utilize frequency-based but have an unlimited factor in there so you still get the good marketing edge of using the term unlimited. Okay, so let's get into it. So here we got a very basic frequency-based pricing model. A lot of you might be running this in your business currently right now, and in this example, I chose $165 for 8 classes, $185 a month for 12 classes, and then we have $205 a month for unlimited classes. Okay, just a nice easy $20 jump in between. Not that I necessarily recommend an even distribution of pricing like that, but that's for a different course. Actually, that's for a course inside of Microgym University. So as we go through this and you're kind of having some questions, you're not really sure, highly recommend use the link, wherever the fuck it is, up or down, comments, descriptions, and get enrolled in MGU where I deep dive into this thing, okay? But otherwise, just keep watching this freebie right now. So you get your monthly pricing, okay? And we look at the frequency, 8, 12, and unlimited. And what we're gonna do here with frequency is we are allowing guardrails on our membership. And what do I mean by guardrails? I mean that we are now able to predict a worst case scenario, ARPC. All right, what is ARPC? Average revenue per person per class. That is a microeconomic unit that I teach people inside of MGU and the clients that I work with monthly in order so they could see at a very microscopic, narrowed down, filtered down level what their gym is doing on a per class basis. So at worst case scenario, somebody who purchases this 8 times a month, if they show up all 8 times, we know we're making $20 per person, per class on that membership. At the 12 classes per month, we're making 15, and on the unlimited, we're making 12. Now there's an asterisk here. That unlimited is gonna be based off of 16 classes per month. It makes sense, right? 8, 12, and then 16, one more per week than the 12. And if you actually run the numbers and you look at it industry-wide across microgyms and boutique fitness, the average attendance per week is around 3 to 4 point whatever per week. Now, I know a lot of you guys are like, well, Stu, I've got such and such psycho clients that come 6 days a week. I'm sure you do. We all do. They are outliers. They are not the majority. They're not the people who are paying the bills by and large. The average person is in that 3 to 4 times a week. But in this example, we'll take unlimited and we're going to determine it at 16 visits per month. That comes out to $12 a class. Now, I like frequency-based pricing for a lot of reasons, and I'm going to get into those in a second. But what I like to do with frequency-based pricing is to add the marketing language of unlimited. Notice how I didn't say 8, 12, and 16, even though this unlimited really is capped at 16. But if your clients are that psycho, right? They want to come in 5, 6, 11 days a week, whatever it may be. What we're going to do is we are going to give them the option on the unlimited membership to add classes as they go. So let's say halfway through the month, they've used all 16. We will go ahead and charge 50% up to 60 or maybe 65% of what they pay per class. So in this hypothetical example, the per class rate is $12 a class. So we're going up, and I believe this comes out to 64%, $8 additional per every class they want. And you got to use your member management software and find the limitations there. But once they've hit that, you can just start invoicing and charging them a la carte at this really good discounted rate. I mean, $8 a class versus the $12 that what they're paying is a great rate. But what it does, it allows those members who are really utilizing your resources, which are your space, your coaching. Yes, your coaching is a limited resource, and your equipment. They are utilizing those more often than others. We need to have them paying. And before you ask, I know a lot of people are going to go ahead and hit me with, well, so do you explain it and market it as unlimited, or do you put 16? No, I would market it as unlimited asterisks. And then when people come in, I'd explain this actually is our unlimited membership. We start everybody off at 16 classes though, because 4 times a week is more than enough. However, if you want to get froggy, if you really get into it, it only costs you X amount of dollars more per class. And again, that X should be around 50 to maybe 65 or so % of the per class pricing of that individual tier. Do not make the mistake of doing that same rule with these. Be like, well, what about the 8 times? Can't they? No. Make 8 bump to 12 if they need to. Make 12 bump to unlimited, and then give unlimited that asterisk, ability to order a la carte. Now let's go ahead and take a look at what I believe are the pros and cons of these models, okay? So we've got frequency and we've got unlimited. I just want to kind of present my argument for you guys in a hopes that some of you guys that are inaccurately using an unlimited, meaning you use an unlimited, but you're just doing it because that's all you know, that's what you learn, that's what you've seen, not out of any real good math reasons. Hopefully I can flip your mind here. So with frequency, all right, we've got the opportunity to downsell and save cancellations. Okay, so if Sally is on the unlimited membership and it's the holidays and she's gonna be traveling, she'll be seeing friends and family, and she says, hey guys, I'm gonna be not around a lot, blah, blah, blah. I think I need to cancel. I'm gonna cancel for the next 2 months until I get back. Whoa, wait, Sally, are you gonna be gone the entire 2 months? Or are you gonna be around, just not as available? Oh, I'll be around, I can't come in as often as I did. No problem. We have an 8 times a month membership you can downgrade to. Do you think you're gonna come 8 times a month at least in the month of December? She's like, oh yeah, I'll definitely make at least 8. Good, great, we'll downgrade her to 8 and now she does not cancel. Think about that with the unlimited. Cancellation is the only evolution of an unlimited membership. It can only go one way. You are at the unlimited only. They do not have any other option. Maybe a punch card, but on a subscription level, there are no other options. Hence the name unlimited only. So cancellation is the only available option. And I'm sure plenty of you guys are like, well, I have a hold policy and I charge $20 a month and I allow. Sure, great, grand. At the end of the day, they're still fucking not paying you any money compared to what they did. At a frequency base, you would allow someone to downgrade and preserve a cancellation. Also, you get more of a cosmopolitan consumer. What is a cosmopolitan consumer? That is an individual who has the financial means to have low frequency memberships at multiple locations. I want you to think of your ideal customer. I'm sure you've spent a lot of time on this. Think about that individual. Now think, would you like an ideal customer in which they could spend $100 and whatever that example was, $160 a month with your microgym for 8 classes a month. And then they could also spend another $160 to $200 for the rock climbing gym down the street. And then maybe they spend another $160 to $200 at some yoga studio on the other side of town. Is that not a financially appealing customer for your microgym? Someone who has the disposable income to have 3 boutique memberships? I personally have always liked a cosmopolitan consumer because they taste test different things. And generally what that happens is they come to me for maybe the strength and conditioning, they go to the other place for the flexibility, and they go to the other place for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu or rock climbing or spin or something they can't get elsewhere. It's somebody who loves me for who I am and the thing I offer versus someone who is unlimited only, okay, that's all they've got. There's a mindset of this should be your main thing. This should be the only thing you do 5+ days a week, 4+ days a week. No, I like that 8 times a month membership. And if you know ARPC, average revenue per person per class, then you know that your 8 and 12 times a month frequencies have the highest ARPC. The unlimited is where we actually lose money in ARPC. And remember kids, it's all about how much money you can generate per person per class. Because your credit card company will allow you to charge 1 million credit cards a month if you had 1 million customers. There's no limitation there. The limitation is on the amount of people you can service at any given class hour. That's your limitation, and that's why you need to start thinking of your microgym more like an airline or an events company than you do a center of fitness delivery. Yes, that's what you're doing. But if you actually look at the economic engines of these businesses and the guys that actually make a lot of money doing it, they treat it like getting butts in the seats, providing an amazing service, doing all the retention shit, but butts in the seats at the right average revenue per person per class. With a wider range of pricing like you have in frequency-based, you are able to appeal to a broader range of individuals. Makes sense. Project your your ARPC, okay? There's ARC, which is average revenue per class, and then there's ARPC, average revenue per person per class. It allows you to project that. Remember, because on the 8 and 12 and the unlimited, which is really 16, you know worst case scenario, how often they're coming in. So you know exactly if they utilize all the classes in their membership tier, how much their ARPC will be. But guess what? Let's say they don't use all of them, right? Let's say they use 10 out of the 12. Guess what? Your ARPC only goes up. So even if they don't utilize it enough, your ARPC goes up. You're making more money, ARC, average revenue per class, okay? Versus a very inefficient way to do this. And I've talked to gym owners like, well, we do unlimited only. We just track everybody and we keep track of how often they're coming in. I'm like, well, that sounds like a lot of fucking work that wouldn't be needed if you had this. Because you could create every financial projection you'd want in a worst case scenario, and then best case scenario, there's actually more money there than what your worst case showed, but at least the guardrails are here. That is not possible with an unlimited only because you have no idea how often people are going to utilize it. And then ascending perks. I talk about this a ton in MGU, but if you have perks, amenities to your service, and they could be in-house, like body fat scanners, nutritional consults, goal setting appointments. They could be outside of the house, like B2B situations where this coffee shop gives our members 25% off on Tuesdays, and Lululemon gives our members X% off on the first Friday of every month, or whatever it may be. Those perks are really cool because you can start layering the intricacies of them or the amount of them as you go through your frequency-based pricing to make the target membership, the one you want to sell the most, look more appealing. Okay, you see this a lot in SaaS products, like when you sign up for QuickBooks Online. There's like the basic bitch version, then the light version, then the pro version. Well, see how those like amenities and the things you could do grow with each ascending version. And you know, I talk about this a ton. The term unlimited for unlimited only pricing is, in my opinion, giving you one step back or kind of like getting it in your way in the sales scenario, especially if you sell to starter fitness individuals, people who are getting started with their fitness journey when they come into and sign up for your service. Think about Sally. Sally comes in, she hasn't done shit. She's 40 pounds overweight, she's looking to get started, and the only thing you have on the menu is unlimited. She's like, okay, well, I guess I'll get going with the unlimited, but she's Sally. She's 40 pounds overweight. She literally can only get to the gym 2 days a week because she's fucking dying after that. And that's all you prescribe for her. Well, now psychologically in her head as a consumer, she's like, man, I'm paying for this unlimited, but I'm only using it 2 times per week. I don't know, maybe I just need to get in better shape before I do an unlimited membership, right? Or let's say, fast forward, Sally, 3 years later. She still is at your gym. She's obviously lost all the weight and she is on the unlimited membership. But life gets busy. She goes back to school and she can only use the membership now 1 to 2 days per week. She's like, man, I'm paying all this money for the unlimited in which I used to go 4 to 5 days a week. Now I can only go 1 to 2 because my schedule changed. I don't feel like it's as good of a deal. That's what happens with an unlimited only, okay? The other thing is unlimited only is when you're, presenting this to a starter fitness individual who is really looking to just get acclimated to a fitness routine. Wouldn't it be nice to have that 8, 12, and then like the unlimited /16 and talk to her about the ascension of her fitness? Okay, Sally, so we're gonna go ahead and start you off at 8 times per month. We're gonna do that for the first 90 days. We're gonna reassess, and then if we're doing well, we're gonna move up to 12 times a month. And then slowly she grows in your frequency-based pricing as her fitness grows. Guys, if you can't tell, I'm a big fan of frequency-based pricing for the majority of microgym owners. If you have any questions on this, comment down below. If you want to get into this into a deeper level, learn how to calculate your pricing based on your desired monthly revenue, based on what your desired average revenue per person per class is, get enrolled in Microgym University, the only online business school for microgym owners. And until I see you in the next video, have a great fucking day.